We will never get a game like Saints Row ever again. No, I'm serious. Could you imagine just walking in a boardroom full of suits and pitching an open world game about rival gangs killing each other over turf? Oh wait, never mind. Someone literally did that a couple of years ago and it forced the company to shut down.
Can I have a white wine spritzer?
Saints Row was an Xbox 360 exclusive that came out in 2006, and unfortunately I never got the chance to play it because all my friends played Call of Duty on another piece of plastic. And Saints Row takes place in Stillwater. No, not the one in Oklahoma, but Stillwater with one L, which is supposed to mimic the city of Detroit in Michigan. And the very first scene of the Saints Row franchise is our character being at the wrong place at the wrong time, witnessing 3 different gangs trying to kill each other. Just as we're about to get killed in the crossfire, we get saved by a man named Julius.
The row ain't safe no more, son. We got gangs fighting over shit that ain't theirs. And you in the way, they don't care if you represent or not. Look, the row's got a problem. Come to the church when you want to be a part of the solution.
This Julius guy is the leader of the 3rd Street Saints gang, which is located in this abandoned church. Now, essentially, if you take a look at the map, you can see 4 different colors. And you've got yellow, which is the Vice Kings, and they control all the prostitution around the city, and they also own the biggest rap record label. The 2 bosses of this faction are Benjamin King, who's in charge of the record label, and by the way, this Benjamin guy, he's got the deepest...
Slow up, little nigga.
The second boss is a woman named Tanya, and she controls all the prostitution.
Don't you Don't let him get through!
Wait a second, wait. Is that Mila Kunis? Oh yeah, that is her, okay. Anyways, they have the worst missions in the whole game in my opinion, but it's fine because we get to play with everyone's favorite character, Johnny Gat.
So you're Julius's new boy, huh? You don't look like much. Then again, I don't look like I have an 8-inch cock, so I guess we're both full of surprises.
Essentially, as we're killing off members of the Vice Kings, Tanya all of a sudden backstabs Benjamin King and then manipulates their goons to overthrow the Vice Kings so that she can become the Vice Queen. I don't know, it feels weird because then Benjamin King comes to Julius and asks if we can team up with him and kill Tanya. And then the final boss fight is that we march up to Tanya's office, gun her down.
That's just precious.
Oh, Tanya, do yourself a favor and die with some dignity.
That sucks for your car.
And then Benjamin runs out of town, and we've successfully eliminated all the Vice Kings. I didn't really like the Vice King portion of the game, so I'll give it 6 megs out of 10.
You might look kind of cute if you dressed up a little.
Los Carnales are the red faction on the map, and they're a Hispanic cartel that control all the drugs in Stillwater. All their missions rely on us destroying their drug business by either exploding their labs, taking over their drug warehouses, and even stopping their drug deal like it's the intro to Vice City. After that, the final mission is straight up ripped off from Scarface, where we go to their mansion and hunt down the head honcho. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, but the leader of the Los Carnales...
It's not the Los Carnales, it's just the Carnales. Los means...
Okay, my bad. The leader of Los Carnales is Angelo. Essentially, we kill all of his goons in his mansion, but then he takes off into his car, then there's a long chase sequence, and we blow up his private jet. Los Carnales had great mission sequences, that's why I'm gonna give it 9 Dunkachinos out of 10.
Dunkachino?
Don't mind if I do.
What's my name?
Dunkachino.
It's a whole new game.
Dunkachino.
Now, if you thought ripping off Scarface was bad, what about Fast and Furious? Just like their name suggests, the West Side Roller occupy all the west side of Stillwater, and they control everything related to transportation in Stillwater. And honestly, they have the best missions in the game because in my opinion, the driving in Saints Row is pretty good. Dare I say, as a controversial opinion, it's better than the driving in Vice City in San Andreas. I don't know, it's super smooth. Most of their missions are races that you have to win, and as well you have to destroy a lot of their cargo trucks that are delivering cars around the city. You've got the boss, which is... what I forgot his name. What is it? It's Donnie? It's pretty forgettable, but it ends in a car chase sequence where we blow up his semi-truck. And I'd give the West Side Rollers portion of the game 10, don't worry about it, out of 10. So up to this point, Saints Row 1 was a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. You get to shoot cops, shoot a bunch of rival gangs, take over the city. And once you've taken over the city, there's 2 final missions. And these 2 final missions didn't necessarily ruin the game for me. It put a bad taste in my mouth. And I'm not the only one. A lot of people on the internet said that the last 2 missions just completely ruined their experience. So basically, after defeating the other gangs, the Saints control all of Stillwater, and then Julius promotes me as the second in command. But then shortly after, out of nowhere, Julius gets arrested, which makes us the leader of the Saints Row gang. Then the chief of police named Monroe, he begins blackmailing our character into doing all of his dirty work, and most importantly, he wants us to kill the mayor of Stillwater.
This is Chief Monroe. If you want Julius back, listen to what I've got to say. There's a mayoral campaign going on, and I want one of the candidates taken off the ballot, or you'll find Julius's body floating in the river tomorrow.
And again, this part, it gets really, really weird, but then our character gets a call from a man named Richard Hughes, who's Winslow election opponent.
I'm Richard Hughes. It is a pleasure to meet the man who handed me the election. No need to be modest, I'm serious. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a party to...
The ending makes absolutely no sense. During the whole game, we never, ever talked to the police. We never talked to the mayor. We didn't even know that there was an election. So the whole thing is just completely, I'm speechless. I love how the devs handled doing the side missions in Saints Row because they kind of force you to do them. Listen, I'm not much of a side mission type of guy. I just want to do the main mission and then play the game, you know? But in order to progress into the main story, you need to fill up your respect bar by doing side content, like committing insurance fraud and causing as much mayhem as possible, which are staple side quests in every Saints Row game ever since this one. Oh, and how could I forget the side missions to killing rival pimps and kidnapping their women to work for you? Whoa, 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 whoa. Why are all the Saints Row reviews 0 out of 10? Oh, so yeah, thanks again for watching. Here are all my super mega rich patrons. I'm just joking, I'm never gonna do that. Yeah, thanks again, and I'll hopefully see you next week. All right, bye.